Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing the Classic Games 100 Games set. Now, this is a pretty big set. It comes with 5 game boards, a bunch of different pieces, and there are instructions that will tell you how to play all 100 games. In this video, I'll go over the pros and cons of this board game compendium, as well as some secret tips that I found while owning this. So let's get into it. This is the front game box, and you can see it just kind of tells you that there's everything I rehashed. There's 100 games, there's 5 game boards. They are double-sided, and it's not for children under 3 years because some of these parts are small. Now, I will say I've had this game for 2 years. At the time, my daughter was 2.5. I watched her when she was playing with this. I told her not to put it in her mouth, and at that point she was okay to play with it. But I think that depends on your kid. I think 3 is probably a good general age to follow, but you'll know for your situation. Here is the back of the game board of the box, and so you can see there's not really anything on here. It just kind of goes over everything, shows you some of the different piece types and some of the boards. All right, so looking at the boards, we have this classic Chinese checkers board on the back. This is one of those memory boards where you put the pieces on and then you have to jump them to remove one. We have on board number 2, snakes and ladders, which is just like chutes and ladders. You start at 1. Your goal is to roll a dice and go all the way up to 100. If you land on a ladder, you go up. If you land on a snake's mouth, you go down. And then this is the game of the goose. I actually have not played this. My daughter likes to look at this and play around with it. She has her own rules that she plays by herself. So that is kind of one of the pros of this, is the artwork on this is really nice. It's inviting for kids and it's family friendly. And it's good enough that even if you don't know what the rules are, you can have a good time making up your own game or your own story with it. So this is good for little kids to just, play by themselves, which actually my daughter plays with this more than anyone else, and she likes to play with it by herself. She oftentimes does not like us playing with her because she has her own games that she plays and she has her own rules, and she'll just pull the pieces out and put them on the board and do different things and tell a story for herself. But that is one of the cons, right? So if you have little kids and they like to play with this, they are going to have so much fun playing with it that they're going to ask for it a lot. But the problem is, at least with my kid, she doesn't like to clean up. So she'll empty like 4 of the bags, leave one of them. She usually doesn't play with this one, so she'll open these 4, and then I have to end up cleaning it up. So just keep that in mind, depending on how clean your kids are and how much time you have. Here is board number 3. This is like a sorry type of board, so you could start here with your pieces, and those are these pieces, and then you got to get to the home with all your pieces. There's a racing game. This is a dice game. We tried playing this once, but there's not much to it. It's just roll a dice and move, so we didn't play it a second time. But this is an option, depending on, maybe your kids like racing, and this is good for them. They might enjoy it. You have your classic checkers and checkerboard board. This is board number 4. And on the back, it's the same thing, but it has the numbers and the letters so that if you're playing chess, you know where you're moving it to. Depending on house rules, the way that I play in my house is we never say what position we're going to, whether it's H8 or whatever. But that's useful for some people who do that. This is another board. I'm not entirely sure what this is because we haven't played it. I think we looked at it in the beginning, but I don't remember the rules for it, honestly. And then finally you have classic backgammon. this is another game that I have never gotten into. I didn't play it as a kid, and so it wasn't something that I was into as an adult. I tried playing it once or twice, but just couldn't get into it myself. But for those who love it, it's there, and I understand that if you like Backgammon, it's a great game. So here are the pieces. You have all of the pieces that you need to play a game of chess. You have a couple of dice. You have 2 black, 3 white, and then 1 numbered die with some different numbers on it. And then these are for like checkers and things like that. They're just little round pieces like that, little discs. And then I don't think this uses, I've played a game with this which was like pick up sticks, and it didn't require you to use one of the game boards. And so you like lay your sticks down and you have to arrange them in certain ways and move them to make a certain pattern. So I think I usually see posts on like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, stuff like that, where they put out challenges like move the matchstick to make this. That's kind of what this is for, or the way that we use it. And then finally you have these little pieces here. This is for Sorry. It's for a bunch of different games, and there are a bunch of different colors: yellow, blue, red, white, and black. So, and then last but not least, we have the game book here. So it tells you how to play. So this is game 1 is chess. It tells you how to play it. Game 2 is backgammon, Pachi. So this is using the same board. Nine Men's Morris, game of the Goose, racing game. So it tells you, it goes through, I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll just leave it up here for a bit while I talk. But it tells you how to play it. It tells you which board to use. It tells you some of the rules for them. And so really this is an interesting way to really get the most out of a single box, right? Because usually when you buy a board game, it's like, that's all you got is just the one game. And with this one, you have 100. So it's pretty cool. This is the matchsticks that I was talking about, where you try and make the pattern. And as you can tell, the matchsticks start at game 47. And so they have all the way here until basically the end. So about half the games are just matchstick games. So, and then my daughter drew on the back when she was a little kid, because she draws on everything. So that's a nutshell of what there is in this package. It's really fun. It is a great purchase. Like I said, I got it about 2 years ago. It's still in really great quality, great condition. So the boards are pretty thick. It's kind of hard to see, but they're solid. It's not as thick as like cardboard. You can bend it a little bit as you're shaking it. So it is pliable, but they're pretty tough. It's matte, so it's smooth. It feels pretty good. Like I said, the artwork is good. The cons are that, it's not for 3-year-olds at all. And then this officially says 14 plus. But like I said, my 3-year-old at the time, 4 years now, plays with this all the time. She was playing with this just yesterday, in fact. And then some of the games are between 2 and 8, depending on which game it is. So really great purchase. I've enjoyed this. I've played a number of the games with different people. This is one of those things where if you're going to do like an at-home game night or something, this is really good, because instead of bringing boxes and boxes of different games, you can bring just the one box and have different people grab different game boards, and you can be playing like 5 games at once, essentially. So this is a party in one box. So really great. That's about all I have to say about this. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful.